Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Clyde. Eat tacos. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Yeah. I've been thinking about Taco Bell's, man. Yeah, get in the hot tub. You would have made me sweat.
Will.
I don't see my weather report up here yet. Will it come on in a second?
I think we had the
come on. They said it might rain here in just a little bit.
Well, when they said it had broken clouds, I had to go out and see, make sure it didn't fall on my car.
They were broken. They were broken. We saw them. Beautiful Wednesday here in Paradise. It's going to be close to 70.
That's Brian's favorite song. Give me a Paradise. There you go.
Brian didn't even know his favorite song. Brian, what is your favorite song? See, what I tell
That's
you?
the toughest question in the world.
I can tell
Not
you,
for me.
I can tell you the one I hate the most, and y'all play it every
Rocky
time.
Top will always. I like when Dolly sings it. She's good at that, man. Wildcat, what's your favorite song? I'm giving you time to think, Brian. What's your favorite song?
You know, I like so many different genres that it's.
What's wrong with Suspicious Minds?
No, that's a good one. And In the Ghetto is probably
the Kentucky
my favorite.
Rain.
That was good. Yeah, I didn't even think
Damn,
about
is
that
Elvis in here?
In the Ghetto.
It's good, Brian.
I'll tell you a song that's great. This would shock you that I would like it, but old Sam and Dave, Hold On.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, I love
That's
that
a good
song.
one.
You know,
Glenn, what's yours?
well, when you said John's, I
Tennessee
didn't know
Waltz?
what group that was. Who was that? What genre?
Sorry.
And what song do they sing? I don't know.
Dixie.
All of them. They sing them all.
Glenn. Oh, happy birthday.
Well, yeah.
Happy birthday.
To Glenn?
Woo! One day.
That's right.
He is 70 plus 1 day.
More people losing bets.
And also Shannon Williams, Doug's beautiful wife, is her birthday. Love Doug and Shannon Williams. Wonderful people. Goodness gracious. He got an insurance company. But his sons, both of them, are stud baseball players at Arnold.
There you go.
Yeah. So happy. Her birthday, I saw yesterday. I said, I know your birthday's coming up. And she goes, today. I said, oh my God, you and Glenn Manley have the same birthday.
There you go.
She says she felt honored for that, for you, Glenn.
Well,
what's your favorite song?
Well, I just told you,
Yeah, he would-
Alzheimer's,
you did,
but
yeah. Do you
I
want to change?
I thought of 1,000 others. Now you've got my brain go. Jumpin' Jack Flash by the Rolling Stones.
Right.
I've always
That's a good one.
loved, too.
That's a good one. Wildcat, got another one?
Man. I really like Purple Harem's Lighter Shade of Pale.
Yes.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Just
Greatest organ intro ever.
Really, it takes me somewhere. I don't know.
It does, doesn't it? It does kind of make you.
it does.
I think that's the chemicals, but
I know all the words. I know the words to it. I know the chords to it.
Did you hear what he said?
No.
Good. You got to give us a song. When I go start that, do you give me a song?
Well, here we go. You know, you talked about Elvis, but I think "Don't Stop Believing" is
That's a good one. I love that. Sopranos.
Gosh,
Are you dancing?
I like
No,
it.
Eddie's on the phone. He wants to talk to
I
you.
like anything.
Eddie, what's up? What's your favorite song, Eddie?
I don't like go blue dress scissors around stuff like that.
That's not a
That's
song.
not a song. That's
Sounds like it.
That's a call.
I have a whole bunch of them, like Metallica songs, Guns N' Roses.
Well,
songs.
what are they? Give us three. Suspicious
Well,
Minds is up there. You know that.
Well, if you want me to get sentimental because it's Valentine's and all that, our wedding song was "I Love You Just the Way You Are" by Billy Joel.
Yeah.
For our wedding song, that's a good song. And then "Nothing But a Good Time" by Poison's pretty good. And then you got Another Thing Coming by Judas Priest is a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine that he was so soft.
Cashmere.
Cashmere's a good
Oh
one.
yeah.
No, the greatest song all time is "Money" by Pink Floyd.
There you go.
We used to play good music here. What did they do? Did they just handcuff us because we enjoying it? We're having a good time.
Absolutely, they did. Because YouTube.
Oh, that's right.
Would kick me off every time, and then Randy'd have to come on and say, "Hey, we're a radio station. We pay our dues and blah blah blah." Yeah. And then he just got tired of going through all that stuff, and I don't blame him.
Well, I just thought he didn't like the music.
76 degrees, the high today with light rain in beautiful Panama City. Go ahead, Wildcat. Miss Eddie. That song you picked for your wedding, that's not a very good one. Should have been I Can't Help Falling in Love.
Mine was Desperado.
Desperado. Yeah.
Well,
yours is I'm going to jail.
Speaking of Desperado, we met in that, Deanna and I met in that town where that movie was filmed.
Did you really?
It's called Ciudad Acuña in Mexico, when I was in places like Laughlin.
Yeah.
And, you know where that bar where Quentin Tarantino gets his head blown off? It's actually the Corona Club.
Wow.
And that's where we met, yeah.
Unbelievable.
As a matter of fact.
That's
anyway.
Good. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What do you got for us?
Happy Justin Verlander Day. That's all I got to say. And, Brian, I'm on the lookout for some more Verlander rookie autos, man, so keep an eye out.
Gotcha.
And it's just a great day. Baseball season's coming. Pitchers report this week or next week. We're going to Lakeland.
He's out of range.
Where the...
Oh, man, what a shame. We can't hear him.
You know,
Stop pushing the button, Coach.
You say you like baseball?
I love baseball.
Well, we'll get to some scores if you'll get off the line.
Scores of what?
Wow.
Hey, let him stay on the line. Give the scores anyway. Just let him get. Listen to this. Listen to this, Wildcat. Listen to this, Michigan. Go ahead.
All right, baseball. Baseball last night. Bay 9, Walton 2, Arnold 9, Rams 0, Mosley 8, Catondelay 3.
Wow.
All right. And on Monday night, Port St. Joe 8, North Behaven 3. Last night, Sneed 7, Rickards 2, Bluntstown 10, Seminole County 6, Liberty County 15, Monroe 8. Mariana got defeated by Niceville 7-2, and Holmes County beat Chipley 14-3. Destin beat Freeport 4-1. Vernon beat Malone 13-2. And here's the upset: Gulf Breeze 4, South Walton 2.
Wow.
So that's it.
Wow.
That surprised me.
Yep. So that was.
Well, Gulf Breeze usually has a pretty good ball club.
And I got to give a shout out to Gordy Pongrants.
Gordy!
He listens to us every day driving to the metropolitan area of Weewill's Hitchcock. So
the stud.
Yes,
he raised some wonderful kids,
he
man.
did. I'll tell you what, he was a heck of a football player. He played on the 93 team.
I heard he wasn't that good. Anyway, I really love his kids, though. I love his kids. Beautiful wife.
And Weewill's picked up a great guy, too.
Is he the principal assistant?
But you know, our new superintendent, I don't know what he's doing, but you know how I feel about him. So anyway,
let's don't talk politics. Can we stay? Why would Brian help me help him? Help me help him.
You know what I did last time. I'm afraid to talk at all.
Hey, that's true.
I made an enemy. I made an enemy on both sides of the bridge.
Well, I like our superintendent. Okay,
Michigan
I love
Eddie.
him.
I actually do like Mark.
Your nose is turning brown.
I like Mark.
I do too.
I don't like one of his decisions, but I like
In soccer last night in the semifinals in boys, it was Pensacola Catholic 1, North Behaven 0. South Walton got beat in penalty.
South Walton lost.
They lost 2-2, but they got beat 4-2 in the kicks.
So they're out, right?
Yeah, but. Catholic has to come to, Santa Fe comes to Catholic. In the girls, last night, it was South Walton 1, Bowles 0. Thank you.
Yes, anytime a private, go.
And Catholic 1, FSU School 0, so South Walton and Catholic will play again in it'll be the finals instead of the semifinals. It'll be the
South Walton Seahawks.
Yep. So congratulations to them. And then we got some basketball comes up on this Saturday, and girls are playing on Friday. So all of the state tournament playoffs start, Region 1 quarterfinals. So
that's your Michigan Eddie local update.
Yep.
Brought to you by Glenn Manley.
I can give you the schedule, but we can wait till later.
You still there, Michigan Eddie? You gone?
Yeah.
All right.
Is he gone?
Eddie?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
All right.
Now, Michigan Eddie, there's a big wrestling tournament tomorrow night at the big North Bay Haven School. There will be a dual match between Weewa and North Bay Haven Senior Night, and there will be several state-ranked wrestlers in there. And if you're a student, Bear Siegel. If you wear black as a student, you get in free. So let's get out there and pack the gym. And so
you can't wear white and get in free.
Well, no, only black. So I'm not in charge of all that.
I think I don't know that's fair.
And
I'm offended by
Forest
that.
Park Methodist Church will have a golf tournament at Nature Walk on the 21st of February, 8:15 registration.
Michigan, I got to ask you something. I heard something today really upset me. Maybe it was last night. I think the kid played at Montana, somewhere out that way. They're going to give him 9 years of eligibility. 9 years.
Well, he started as a 12th grader.
I don't get it. I just, why can't it be this? You got 5 years to play. If you're injured, if you get whatever the injury is, and usually it's they tear a knee up, something like that, a really injury, you get an additional year, and that's it. If you keep getting multiple major injuries, you don't need to be playing anyway. You're going to be crippled one day, and you're not going to be able to walk one day. I see old guys I played with can't hardly walk. Look at Glenn. He can't hardly do anything.
It took me 16 years to graduate college. Why are you discriminating against people who haven't learned?
I haven't yet.
You're discriminating.
No, I mean, this 9 years, I mean, help me, Michigan. I need some common sense. I need a people caller to agree with me. Isn't that right? Wouldn't that be work? Okay, you got 5 years regardless. When you start on this date, you got 5 years from this date to play. If you get injured one time, or it doesn't matter how many times you get hurt, you can get one additional year. That's it. We got to take care of you. If you're injured, you don't need to be playing anymore, these serious injuries. Would that be okay?
You got grown men playing college sports, man.
I know. It used to be amateur sports, not anymore.
But here's the thing. It's like these dudes now, they see they can make more money because they're probably not going to go to the show or go to the league. And with this NIL and all that, they're making more money in college and all that. And that's what's doing it. It's money, and they're milking the system.
Look,
you know what I mean?
if you can have a guy wrestling a girl in high school, then you can have an old man playing football in college.
Okay, I just give him my opinion.
I mean,
I'm not
that's
saying
where
I'm
we're
right. I'm just giving
The easiest thing to do, and it doesn't solve every ill, but it's the most palatable set of problems.
Did you hear that story?
Go to 5. Yeah, I did. Go to 5 years. That's it. No red shirt for any whatever injury, anything. Just you got 5 years. If you play 5, great. If you get 3 in that time, great. It doesn't make 5 years. Period. End of story. Done.
I'm with you. Just to give them a bone. If they get it, okay. You got 1 year. That's it. I'm with you. I'd be just like you said. I'd be happy with that. But I don't know they'd go with it.
Well, it's like, high school, once your clock starts in the ninth grade.
But you'll stop after the third game. Well, I don't know if I want to preserve my red shirt or not. Nonsense. You don't have all of these waivers and applicate in 5 years, period. End of story.
It's easy. So. You let them sign a 5-year contract.
Can't do that. Makes too much sense.
Another thing, too, Julie said that she forgot. She came on. We asked her about this Alabama player. Should Alabama have to forfeit that ball games? She said, well, in the state of Florida, you got to go through all those appeals before they're eligible to play. You can't let them play while the hearings hadn't happened
but
yet.
Bring the injunction in from the judge.
The only reason there might be an issue there, and I was talking to somebody about the Trinidad Chambliss case, and one of the legal hurdles is that technically the NCAA is a citizen of all 50 states in terms of the law, the way it is, because it's not separately incorporated. So because there was an injunction against the NCAA, even though it was done in state court, it might actually apply against recourse in other states until it's adjudicated where it is. Now, I don't know that for certain. I could be dead wrong, but it's possible because they're technically a member organization citizen in every state. That could be why there couldn't be any legal recourse specifically in Florida.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think they're going to have to forfeit those games that he played in?
I doubt it.
Because a judge?
Yeah, it's a bad situation. I wish it had never happened. I don't think they're going to make them go back and have to forfeit them.
Okay. All right. We shall see. Michigan, we certainly appreciate that phone call. We got to talk to Coach Hudson. Bay High School, it's Bay Day. If Manley's here, you know it's Bay Day. Payday.
Well, Coach Manley's
Payday.
been there a lot lately, so I guess it's payday every day.
Hey.
Well, I'll tell you about that off the air when he's not listening. Let me do it
Because
behind
he
his
stole
back.
one of the
I
front
signed
door
a new
keys.
contract.
He's getting older, and he thinks this is home, and we don't want to upset him.
He can't find his way home. Oh, another good song.
That is a good one. All right, let's start with something like
Hey, hold on. You got to play that Amore song because what's today?
That's right, baby.
Day.
World.
Hey, where's that Strickland when you need him?
I have no idea.
He's out there bashing us somewhere. I don't know.
Well, I tell you what, I'm glad y'all brought it up. The world famous J. Michael
Eddie.
lunch and dinner. Go check it
Thanks,
out.
buddy.
You'll have a great time. Thanks for calling, Miss Eddie. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I won't be there right on time because I got to go. I'll be in town. But as soon as I get through, I'll be there. The legendary J. Michael's restaurant, Glenn's turned to buy. Anyway, get
I
out there
think
and
we
have
want to
that.
be around you today.
Yeah, you might not. Lunch and dinner at the legendary J. Michael's world famous J. Michael's Spaghetti. Now, if you're over in Lynn Haven, oh my God, it's beef au braised Lynn Haven. 10 wings and a side for $9.99. Pat Perno, the city commissioner over there, does an incredible job. His restaurant is second to none, Wildcat. Why?
Good food.
Good atmosphere,
people,
great people,
plenty of parking, no traffic.
And we can go right down and see Russ and Amber after that.
You can do that, especially right now, because if you go down there, they check out all their new stuff that they have for Valentine's Day. They still offer a free jewelry inspection and free jewelry cleaning while you're browsing around, have your jewelry inspected.
Browse
and if you're a
around,
little
baby.
short on cash, or maybe you can trade your old gold and old silver in on a new piece of jewelry for that one that you love. Right there, David Addison, Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77, Lynn Haven.
We'll be right back with Coach Hudson, Bay High School baseball. We'll be right back. What is the state coach, baby? He is, wherever he goes, he wins. He's nothing but a winner. Kind of like, where am I? Be right back.
Your home for college basketball. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Tonight, the number 14 Florida Gators travel to face the Georgia Bulldogs. Florida currently sits atop of the conference and looks to extend a 3-game winning streak. And it goes in at the buzzer! We'll have live play-by-play from the Stegman Coliseum in Athens starting at 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Wednesday. A mixture of mostly sunshine and slight fog this afternoon and evening with a wind around 10 miles per hour out of the west-southwest and a high of 69. Tonight, look for slight fog with a temperature near 57. Tomorrow, high around 68 and slight fog in the morning and then mostly sunshine. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Now back to the most dangerous radio show in the Gulf Coast. Coach James Hale. He's so dangerous. He doesn't even check his eggs at the grocery store.
Danger's my middle name.
I'm Daddy the Bone, honey.
2 tickets to the gun show.
We're live from the J. Michaels studio on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Since Coach Hudson's here, I want to say what I was going to say We are back live. J. Michael Studios, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. It's Bay Day. It's Wednesday. It's Coach Hudson. I don't know if anybody can do what this guy has done. Coach, how many programs have you turned around in your career? I know you went back up to Kentucky for a while, Coach, and you came back home to Florida. How many different schools have you turned around?
Well, I mean, I coached my first year in Lexington, Kentucky, and I was there for about 4 years there. I'd have to turn that one around. That was a good program when I got there. But that was a really good team. And then came down to Rutherford, came down and interviewed with Coach Mills and Coach Mr. Spiva down there back in the 90s, late 90s, and they talked me into what's become a 27th year in Bay County.
Wow.
Enjoyed every bit of all of it, since at Rutherford and Mosley and here. But I'll tell you, I was listening. I turned on the radio just a minute ago, and at Michigan Eddie, that guy is smart. He's smart. He's a smart dude.
Yeah, he is.
But every day is Bay Day. Every day is Bay Day.
Coach had me worried. I thought he'd been hitting Wildcats bottle there for a minute.
No. But I'll tell you, I'm pulling. I'm driving, almost getting ready to come into Bay High right now. I'm on the way in. Every light is red as usual every day. Every light's red. Bay High. It's awesome. I love it. So
I love the colors. Roll Tide.
No, it's fire engine red. It's not crimson.
All right, now, tell me, how many years now have you been at Bay? I think, is it 2 or 3?
This is 4. Starting year 4, yes.
Yeah, I tried to get him for years, and finally I had to retire so he'd come over.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't want to say it to you, Frank, but he ain't hell. He's smart. He knows.
I know.
Anyway, no, seriously, 4 years, and you only got 3 more to get your 30 in, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the coach is not very good at math, so when you
I had to.
Yeah, that would be 3.
Let me tell you something. You're going to love it, buddy. Once you know you got them 30 years, and that feels pretty good.
That's right. You can walk in anytime and throw keys at them.
All right, let's get into Bay High School baseball. How good? You've been around great teams, good team, averaging. What's the ceiling for this team? What kind of talent do they have?
Well, I'll tell you this. This is year 4, and this is really by far the most talented group that I've had here, and we've got some experience now at every position, and I think we're deep in our pitching staff, and the defensive part is coming around. When you have young guys playing defense, you're going to have mistakes out there, but they're starting to grow up quick, and I am so excited for the year. I don't know what our limit is. I don't know what the ceiling is on this team, but I do know that we have we have some goals in our mind, and it's definitely to try and repeat as a district champ and make the regional playoffs and see how far we can get with the regionals. We really need to get a good seed. Everything's about seeding, and I talked to the guys about it last night. After the game, we played over at Walton, and every game counts for district. It's the good old days are gone when you can develop your team, get them better, and then it really doesn't matter till you get to the end. And now every game matters the same as far as your ranking and strength of schedule and all the things that go into the program that are the whatever it is, the algorithm or whatever it is that nobody knows.
Yeah, really.
That goes into the rankings.
Yeah, I was looking at the score last night. It was 3-2, and all of a sudden, boom! You scored a touchdown, but you didn't kick the extra point. So, we did. We had. It was actually 2 field goals. But, no, Coach, we have really battled a good pitcher. They have their number 1 guy ready for us. I went and watched them play Fort Walton Monday night, and Fort Walton's got a good old program over there. And they did not throw their best guy against Fort Walton, and they lost 5-2. But they out-hit Fort Walton, swung the bat well, and Fort Walton had their best guy, obviously, on opening day throwing. So, I knew they were going to have a much improved team from what they were last year, and they proved me right. They were good. Their pitcher was really good through 3 pitches, mixed it up really well, and we battled. We did a good job. We got his pitch count up. That kid threw a lot. I don't know how many pitches he ended up throwing, but he threw quite a bit for a first start. And we finally got to him in the 6th where we had an opportunity to maybe bust it open
in the sixth, but just couldn't get anything done with some guys on second and third. We had got a run across to go ahead 3-2 in the sixth, and then, our left guy was had second and third and one out, and didn't quite get her done there, but we had him tired, and he was falling behind in the count and wasn't quite as effective. So then they went to the bullpen, and, of course, that's where we really did some damage on there, in the bullpen there. So once we got the starting guy out, we had a good run with the relievers, and that's what bumped us up to a 9-2 win.
Coach, this is our first time with you starting the new year. Let's talk about the administration at Bay High School, the support you get there, and give us some names, some of your Booster Club people. And then if you would, tell us about your coaching staff. I don't know if you had any changes or what, but give them some love also. Okay, absolutely. Yeah, as far as administration goes, it's the job they've done here. I was here. I was here when Blythe came in her first year, and we'll just have to say this entire campus has changed. It's just been amazing to watch from year one, where it was a little dicey. I have to be honest, and then from what it's turned into, it's a joy to come into work every day. It's just we're going straight. We've got a B school now. I guess. We've had kids that have transferred over. These kids that came over from other places, not one has left. Everyone loves it here, and so they've done a fantastic job with just the school itself and how we've turned things around here. And kids are here to learn, and so that's been fantastic. But as far as my coaching staff, Brett Duvall is my assistant. He's been with me for about 7 years now. Brett played for me, and he's been with me for a while. And Max Havel's back as an assistant coach. He's also been with me for about 6 years now. And John Bland is first year with me here, and he's heading up the JV team. And Zach Legaretta is his assistant coach on the JV. Zach's a young, super young baseball coach. He's gonna if he hangs around here and stays in Bay County, you'll hear about him a lot. Coach Legs does a great job and is really good baseball knowledgeable. Played 3 positions in college, and he's a really good dude to have around, and he's really helped our program out here. So really happy with the assistant coaches, and and then as far as our players, oh man, you got to kind of go through the roster on who our top guys are. I don't know, of course Grayson Gibson has been great for us on the mound. As I said, we beat the Walton game last night. He threw 4 innings last night, and it was a shutout, 4 innings. He really dominated, 5 strikeouts, and did a great job last night for us. He's going to be one of our top pitchers. Elliot Richter is also a top pitcher for us, sophomore. He'll be pitching quite a bit for us whenever he's not playing shortstop. And Cooper Pendergrass, a left-handed pitcher, kind of going through the pitching staff. That's going to be the strength of our team. Cooper's going to do a hell of a job for us. He's a lefty, and he's really spins the ball well, throws strikes, and we're looking for big things from him for the next couple of years. He's a junior. Colby Hawkins is a senior for us, third baseman, pitcher, and he had a big double last night. It's kind of weird. If you look at Walton High School's field, it's pretty shallow to right. Left is not too deep either. And center is about normal, but left center, that fence goes back. It just kind of, you can't really tell till you stop and stare at it. But he hit a ball last night that it looked like a no-doubter off his bat, but it hit the deepest part of the field there in left center off the fence. So, but he's really good defensive third baseman, and he's a pitcher for us, and he's also going to be one of our top guys. And gosh, I don't know. You can go around the lineup. Alex Carbonell was a catcher. He had a great game last night for us with 2 hits, and got a sack bunt down when we needed that. They got the big hit to put us in the lead in the 6th inning. And it's his first year of starting, but he's been with the program now this is his 3rd year here, and he's going to be a big help for us because we have another really good catcher. Calvin Howard, who also just happens to be an outstanding outfielder as well. Gets it. He's got great speed. Really gets. He covers gap to gap out.
Stop pushing the buttons, Coach.
Yeah. Oh, I am?
No,
I think it's wild. It's Wildcat. He blamed you. It was him. I saw him do it. Hey, listen, Coach, we got to take a break, man. We appreciate you coming on so much. You and Doug Lee, the dean of the coaches. We got so many great baseball. We lost Hudson, but got Brian Norman who will do a great job there. The group of coaches in this county are unbelievable. What you guys do, bringing the recognition to our county. We are known for baseball. You guys are known to be the best in Southeast. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk to you next week on Wednesday, which is Bay Day, okay?
All right. It's a great town for baseball. I'm glad we're getting started. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you, buddy. Yep. Coach Hudson. And tomorrow, again, the legend, Doug Lee, Mosley Baseball. Right. It's Mosley Day tomorrow, Glenn.
It is.
Yes.
But it's Bay Day everywhere.
Thank you, Glenn. Let's talk about some of our great people. Pepper's Mexican Grill. We know the great one over in Panama City. Over there running 77 right across from the mall. We know how good it is. We know everybody goes there. Tell them Coach sent you, or Glenn, or both of us. But now we've got one on Panama City Beach. We've been wanting one. We finally get it. It's on Panama City Beach Parkway. TG Friday's the old place. They went and remodeled the inside. It's absolutely beautiful. Great food, great atmosphere. Every Monday is Military Day. You get 10% off your lunch and your dinner. Buy one, get one free. The house margaritas are incredible. Draft beer. Great place, have birthday parties. We're talking about Pepper's Mexican Grill on Panama City Beach Parkway and also in Panama City. Don't forget about Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? Jason Kovaleski can make that happen for you. 1 minute, it's the coldest it's ever been in Florida. And the next minute's up to 75 degrees. And people getting sick. If you go see Jason, he can help you prevent that happening. I'm telling you. Take the zinc, take the immune. The guy is incredible. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Where are they located? 23rd Street, right over there by Granny's, and also Pier Park by Dick's.
I like the Coronado Shopping Center place. I like that. It's convenient.
You do. You like it?
And yes, Jason's always there.
And you enjoy walking over there and shopping there. I've seen you.
Do.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you let us know that.
Okay.
He is the best. Do you enjoy that? Yeah, I enjoy it too.
Nice place.
Good job. We'll be right back. It's 71 degrees. No, it isn't. I don't know what it is. We'll be right back. That's the high. 104.3 ESPN. You stay high.
Old Man Radio.
Coach Ward, where are you? The legend. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Take ESPN Northwest Florida with you everywhere you go.
Anytime, anyplace, anywhere.
The sports talk and live play-by-play doesn't have to end when you get out of the car. The ESPN Northwest Florida app streams your favorite sports talk hosts and the biggest games in ultra-high fidelity.
This is of utmost importance in travel.
Take the sports talk monster with you anywhere you go. Available for Android and iPhone.
Use it anywhere or any place.
Are you living with chronic pain, anxiety, or sleepless nights? You don't have to just get by. You deserve to thrive. At Thrive Alternative Medicine on Panama City Beach Parkway, Dr. Laughlin and counselor Suzanne Clark provide a compassionate path to relief, from medical marijuana card certifications to professional mental health counseling, managing conditions like PTSD, chronic pain, and the complexities of cancer. Book online at thrivealternativemedicine.com. thrivealternativemedicine.com. Find the relief you deserve.
Are you ready for another historic season at the bank? It's time to lock in your seats for 2026 by placing your deposit now. Next season will be played at Everbank Stadium, but seating capacity is limited due to in-bowl renovations, and spots are going fast. Don't miss out on your chance to see the season's biggest matchups and highlight real moments by placing your deposit at Jaguars.com/tickets or by calling 904-633-2000. Go Jags!
If you spend any time at all in your yard, you're going to encounter fire ants.
We know they can ruin a party. That's why we're this area's experts at fire ant elimination.
As your certified top choice professional, we will rid your yard of these unwanted invaders. Brock Pest is so sure they'll get rid of fire ants that they offer a 1-year guarantee.
Enjoy your yard fire ant free. We guarantee it. Give us a call for your free consultation.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, our family protecting yours since 1968.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Go nuts.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Go Gators! Why are you playing that? He's for everything. He can talk about anything, not just Florida.
I just thought he might like it.
No, I'm sure he did.
He's a doctor's caller, not the people.
Yes, he is a doctor. I tell you what, I went over there. It didn't look right. It didn't feel right. I called, made an appointment. I went and saw Dr. Ward. I'm telling you, that place is like a machine. They treat you well there. Go in, sign in. They call you back there. He comes in. He is incredible. I don't know if it was cancer or not. I'll know soon. But if it is, I guarantee he got it all. The man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Dr. Ward. Doc, how you doing this morning?
Oh, it's a great day and even better day to be a Florida Gator.
Yes, it is. Why? Why? Tell us why.
Why? Because the Florida Gators have sole possession of first place in the SEC in basketball, which is currently the most important sport in play. Woo! And, we're moving up bracketology.
That could end this weekend, Doc.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Wildcat?
I said that could end this weekend.
They must have Kentucky, right?
That's right.
Saturday.
Kentucky.
And they're both 17 overall.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Kentucky's a baseball school now.
Sorry, Doc, you're breaking up again.
I do like. They were not tearing it up earlier, but I think they're going to be there at the end. If they get hot again, they could do it again. All right, Doc. Where's the best way? Skin cancer, like I said, didn't look right, feel right. I came and saw you. Where everybody throughout the panel of Florida that listens to us, I'm sure there's an office near them. Where are you located, and what can we do to prevent skin cancer?
So to prevent skin cancer, you got to protect your skin from ultraviolet radiation. So stay out of tanning beds. If you're going to be outside for most of the day, cover up with clothing, get in the shade. And if you are out there and you got skin exposed, put on your sunscreen. And if you do see something that doesn't look right or feel right, don't put it off. Go get it checked out. It's so easy to take care of cancer if we catch it early. But if you wait, it can be too late. Give us a call at 233-3376. You can see us at one of our 8 area convenient locations in Santa Rosa Beach, Water Sound, Panama City Beach, Panama City, Port St. Joe, Bonifay, Funiac Springs, or Mariana.
Wow. Awesome, man. And hey, I'm a goods patient. It didn't look right, feel right. I did what the man said. Thank goodness. I know not to mess with it. All right, Doc. We're going to give you your opportunity. How'd you like the Super Bowl? I heard you loved the halftime show. Was that you singing with him or what?
Yeah, let's just say the Super Bowl was so bad. I mean, who knew the Patriots offense was going to be completely inept? I at least thought it was going to be a close game. I would like to point out that I did pick the Seahawks to win, so
yes, you did.
Got that right. And halftime show. I watched the Turning Point USA halftime show. I did not watch Bad Bunny.
I did too.
And after the fact, I mean, the Washington Post wrote an article talking about how Bad Bunny was wholesome entertainment for the family. You would think someone at the Washington Post actually spoke Spanish, because I saw the translation of the lyrics that were sung in Spanish, and if those had been sung in English, everyone would have been so. I mean, you referring to sexual acts, using the names of genital parts in Spanish, like there are literally children watching this halftime show. It's disgusting to me. Like the NFL, what is the NFL doing? What audience are they catering to? It's ridiculous, and I'm so glad that 5 million people turned the channel and watched something where you actually had a positive message.
All right, there's two things here. One, I saw, but you can't believe what you see on the internet anymore. Brian read an article where the viewership was down for his game, for his halftime. Then there was another one
37%.
Yeah, and there was another one released by, I can't see it, that it was the most watched Super Bowl halftime show in history. 135 million people watched it.
Yeah, that's
worldwide.
So here's the deal. The amount of eyeballs at the Super Bowl have been pretty much steady for the last 3 years, and the Bad Bunny halftime show was about 5 million eyeballs less than Kendrick Lamar, and was almost equal to I'm trying to remember who did it 2 years ago. But yeah, so it wasn't a huge success. It wasn't a bomb either, and those are the actual facts.
Yeah. Well, all right. We'll move on from the Super Bowl. Next year's game's going to be played back out in California. Did you see? Oh, I do want to talk about this. Did you see how much they were taxed, the players? They had an article about that.
Absolutely.
What? I didn't. Yeah. We were arguing. Jason Kovaleski and I were arguing, telling everybody they were wrong. And I think it was Rob. We were going like, no, they're taxed the same across the board. They play in the NFL. But no, when you play and perform in California, you pay their tax rate.
Mm-hmm. California has a specific law that says if you made the income in California, you have to pay California income tax. Now, look, if I'm part of the NFL Players Association and I got to pay California 10%, no, this just applies to bonuses that players have in their contract for playing in a Super Bowl or winning the Super Bowl. Applies to coaches who coached in the game too. But if I'm a football player and I can go play a game in Texas or Florida and have no tax implications or in California, what are they doing? I mean, what's the point in having it in California? I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I was going to say, to be fair, that's what was different in this case, was that California is the only one, or one of the only ones, that has it for bonus structure. Regular salary, these guys are essentially independent contractors in that for their regular season game salary, they are taxed based on the state where the game is played. So it is still a benefit to play all of your home games in Florida or Texas or Tennessee or Nevada or Washington or any of the other non-state income tax states. And it does play a part in free agency.
Big money, too. You're talking big money.
It also plays a part in NIL.
NIL?
Yeah, you're saving anywhere from 5 to 8, 10%, depending on the state.
NIL. Wow.
Shouldn't it be where they sign the contract or something like that?
That's what I thought. That's what we thought it was.
Stable, you know?
So NIL, that's right.
Well, yeah, it would be, because if you're talking about, if you got an NIL deal in Florida and you got the same NIL deal in Alabama, you would save state income tax in Florida versus Alabama. That's a competitive advantage.
Wow. I forgot about that. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, it's called the jock, what I'm reading, it calls the jock tax effect. And one of the players, I guess maybe he was MVP, I'm not sure, lost $71,000, I guess, on taxes. Can that sound right? $71K?
Yeah, it depends what his bonus is, but sure.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Wow, I thought a jock's tax was when you bought something at the sporting goods store.
I did too, but it's not anymore.
They're going to get it from your salary. They're going to get it from your bonus. They're going to get it from your travel in there. They're going to get it from what you buy for it. When you die, they're going to get it there. And whoever you leave it to, they're going to get it there too.
And your Social Security, they take it away again.
Render unto Caesar.
Hey, and saying all that, they don't know where 1/3 of the budget money's at. Because all the fraud.
Oh, yeah, they do.
We should never. We should all say, we're not paying taxes anymore. You guys are ripping us off. Hey, Doc, the winning team, I just saw this. The winning bonus for the individual players, everybody on the team, you played or not, you get this. I did $178,000. So Milroe made $178,000, got a Super Bowl ring, made history, and didn't play one snap. That's pretty cool.
That's I love a gig like that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Not quite as good as being a fired college football head coach, but hey,
it's getting close. Hey, you know what though, Doc? Seriously, they ought to. You talking about the union? Why don't they get together and say, look, we want the Super Bowl played in Florida every year, like he's talking about. So, does Texas have a state tax?
No.
Texas and Jerry's world. That's where I'd want the game played if I was a player or a coach. Save that money.
Yep.
Save 10% on almost $200,000. That's $20,000, right? If it's Alabama, what, 8%? So they make $216,000.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what bracket they fall in, Alabama's probably more like 6 to 7. But yeah.
Well, Doc, we got to take a break. Hold on, don't hang up. I got some questions for you. I'm gonna challenge you mentally. I know you're gonna beat these two guys, but I'm gonna challenge you. Back. Let's talk about some of our
low bar
wonderful.
to clear.
Oh my God! Here we go. Where am I at? Oh, here we go. Stevenson Air. I can't believe I haven't mentioned Jason yet. I love him. You talking about a local company is incredible. Stevenson Air Conditioning. What did Jason do? Graduated from Mosley High School, grew up here. He starts his business, family owned. They're wonderful. They're the most honest, hardworking people out there. Get it serviced right before winter, right before summer. If you haven't done it yet, call him now. Your power bill is going to go down. It's going to run better. If you got an old one, get rid of it. Jason Kovaleski got one for the business and his house. Same thing with Dr. Chad Mitchell. We got a brand new unit, lines, everything. And all he's done is saved us money every single month. We're talking about Stevenson Air Conditioning, the best company out there, not even close. Also, don't forget about Steve's Bike Shop. Steve's a swim coach at Mosley High School. They've been in business since 1976. You don't think he knows what he's doing? Great prices, great service. Electrical bikes are taking over the world. Go buy a new one. Or go buy a used one, but make sure you go buy one at Steve's Bike Shop. We're right back with the legendary Dr. Ward and the common folk, Wildcat. Be right back. 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
She's all you ever wanted. So this Valentine's, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is giving you more of what your heart desires. College basketball.
At the buzzer!
First, it's Florida versus Kentucky. Tip-off at 1:30. Followed by Auburn at Arkansas at 7. On your home for college basketball. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Wednesday. A mixture of mostly sunshine and slight fog this afternoon and evening with a wind around 10 miles per hour out of the west-southwest and the high of 69. Tonight, look for slight fog with a temperature near 57. Tomorrow, high around 68 and slight fog in the morning and then mostly sunshine. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Discover the new Kia. Stop by Bill Bird Kia today and test drive the all-new 2026 Kia, where comfort, safety, and technology come together like never before. Explore the new 2026 SUV family that moves you and drive away in a new 2026 Seltos, Sportage, or Sorento that are built to inspire every journey. Craving performance? Feel the thrill in the luxurious 2026 Kia K5 sedan, crafted for power, style, and you. And for innovation that sparks excitement, check out the 2026 all-electric Kia EV9, a modern masterpiece that's fast-charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. It's the peace of mind that you can trust. Visit us at 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or online at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for details.
Looking to upgrade your truck? It's Blue Diamond Truck Accessories in Panama City. They sell, service, and install it all. Light kits, bed covers, bumpers, winches, lift kits, and any trailer hitch you can imagine. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, just west of Frankfort Avenue on 15th Street. Find Blue Diamond Truck Accessories on Facebook or call 850-914-0265. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, 850-914-0265.
Give him a call. Phone lines are open. 850-215-6290. The Coach James Hale Show is taking your calls live and local. From the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back on a beautiful Wednesday in paradise. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Hey, if you're thinking about getting a new roof or just want something built, maybe a shed, maybe a barn, I don't know what you want, but you know what? We can get it done for you. A legendary family, they produce a legendary son, Kyle Vandergriff. TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting, design it, build it, commercial, residential. They can do it all. Call Kyle and listen to him every Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Let's bring Doc back on. Doc, all right, here we go. People are listening from all over the world on Facebook and other devices, as far as you know. Now, the question to all of you, all four of you, there's 10. There's 10. The 10 most bet on sports worldwide. Worldwide. Doc, I'll start with you. Give me some of them. Give me some of them.
I'm going to go with soccer.
What is it, number one?
I would think soccer is
You are
number
correct.
one.
Yes.
Yeah. After soccer, crazy enough, I see a lot of betting on ping pong, and Asia is a huge population, so I'm going to say ping pong. No?
No.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, then football, American football, probably.
What number? The top 10.
I'd probably put it like number 3 or 4.
What number, Brock Glenn? Wildcat, what number?
American football, 2.
Yeah, 2. Yes, sir. Number 2. Go ahead, Doc.
Baseball?
You are correct. Baseball. What number?
I'm going to go with number 3 for baseball.
Add 4 to that. Number 7. Number 7. Okay. We got 7 to go. Brian?
Boxing?
Boxing? Yes, sir. Boxing. What number is boxing? It's below baseball. What number?
7.
Below 7.
8.
7.
Below 8.
Gosh.
We're running out of options.
2-hour show, Coach.
9. Boxing is at number 9. So we have 4 of the 10.
For those of you at home, this is how you stretch a segment.
What
call
is
it
next,
killing
Doc?
this segment.
Come on, Doc. I know you know this.
I know.
Basketball.
You are correct, sir. And that is it's in the top 5. What number?
3.
You are correct. All right. We are down to 5 to go.
Horse racing.
Horse racing, yes. It's in the top 5. What number?
4.
Number 5. Number 5. Sorry.
Don't you know, Doc, don't you get a headache when you do this?
Yeah, and give us down to the pennies how much was bet on it.
We have 4 to go. What are they? Doc, do you need a lifeline?
Well, we got 3 other people. I don't want to take all the thunder.
I'm going to throw out one that internationally might be a big deal that I doubt any of us would have thought of. Cricket.
You're correct, sir. It's not in the top 5. What number is it?
Number 6.
You are correct.
Where's pickleball?
In the jar.
Number 1 sport.
How about a highlight? All right.
Just in Miami.
Down to
golf.
3.
What? Golf.
You are correct, sir. Worldwide golfing is in the top 9. What number?
9.
No, that was
10.
Boxing.
10.
No.
8.
8. Thank you, sir.
6 and 7, 8.
Doc, we're down to 2. We're down to 2.
So we got 2 to go. Tennis?
This guy's brilliant. Yes, sir, you are right. What number? It's in the top 5. What number?
They can't all be in the top 5.
Is it 4 left?
It's
number
4. It's number 4. Yes, sir. All right, we're down to 1. Now, guys, listen. You got to listen to the question.
Ice hockey.
Worldwide, most bet on
down to 2.
Sport. Worldwide.
I'm down to 2.
What are
It's
they?
either... That scared me. It's either hockey or auto racing. Wow. Okay.
I'm with you. I thought it was 2.
I would have thought Formula One, honestly, but oh wow.
Yeah. Let's let Glenn. Glenn's highly intelligent, man, as far as you know. Glenn, what is it?
Well, let's see here.
Not well. It's not that.
No, you already said ping pong, so I would say Track and field.
Volleyball.
Did you say track and field?
Mm-hmm. Is it a
Wildcat
volleyball?
Volleyball.
Okay, what about rugby?
No.
I would have said UFC.
Cricket.
But I don't think it's big enough. All right, worldwide, Asian influence, badminton.
All right, listen, I thought you would get it. You do this.
Swimming?
No, you do this quite a bit.
That would have been embarrassing.
You do this quite a bit.
I bet on everything.
Gambling.
But y'all never get it because I would never have
Wait,
gotten
I
it.
do what quite a bit?
Skeet shooting?
Play games.
Skeet shooting.
E-sports.
Oh, e-sports. I don't play video games.
Well, you gamble.
Well, I gamble, yeah.
Same
I
thing.
gamble on all 9 of the other ones.
Anyway, y'all did a great job. I tell you what, y'all are outstanding.
Doc, you need...
Wildcat, tell them what they won.
You've won a chance to be on the Coach James Hale Show.
Every Wednesday at 7:30.
For those of you children in the car listening to this is why an education is important. Because you could end up here.
All right.
Doc, you need to come up with a list for us.
The most bet is on worldwide is soccer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's not as big in your country, but it's everywhere else. Number 2, American football.
Yeah.
Number 3, basketball.
Yeah.
Number 4, tennis.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, horse racing.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, cricket. Number 7, baseball. Number 8, golf. I thought golf would be higher. Number 9, boxing. I thought boxing would be higher. And 10, esports.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you gotta listen to the questions.
We got to have the list. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Alex Trebek, you're a genius with the answers in front of you.
Yeah, let's talk cheap.
Dude, think about how easy esports would be to manipulate.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I mean, hey, take a headshot. Hey, lose. That would seem to be so open to manipulation.
Doc, what's crazy is they actually in some countries allow betting on the WWE, the wrestling, which is a scripted program.
I know it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I got another question for you guys.
Oh my gosh!
It's going to be too long to do all of
Alabama,
it.
Nick Saban.
No.
I was playing the odds.
All right. There are 11 schools that have done this.
Oh, good.
They won both national championships in football and basketball. There's 11. I didn't know it was 11.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Florida, obviously.
Absolutely. The Gators are one. Who are the others?
Wow.
2-hour show.
Michigan.
Michigan. Did you say Michigan? You are correct, sir.
UCLA.
You are correct, sir. Michigan won football in 1954. Basketball multiple times.
I think Ohio State.
You are correct, sir. 1960, they won a national championship in basketball.
Oh my God, I should know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Two of them.
Oklahoma got close, but I don't think they ever won.
Two of them are in the
basketball.
Big Ten. 2 left are in the Big Ten.
Wow.
One of them just won a national championship in football.
Indiana. Yeah,
Indiana, 1987 national championship.
Minnesota might have been the other.
Who?
Minnesota.
No.
They won old ones in football.
No, they didn't make
Notre Dame.
No, not Notre Dame.
Washington hasn't won Oregon.
What'd you say?
Washington didn't win basketball.
No.
USC? They didn't win a basketball. I don't think.
USC?
No.
Let's see.
No.
We already said UCLA, right?
Listen, this one school you're never going to get. They're in the ACC. The last time they won the national championship in football was in 1959.
Maryland.
Maryland's on the list, but it's not
Maryland's in the Big Ten.
Maryland is in the Big Ten, but they did. They won it in 1953 and 2002.
Who was the coach then? Gary Smith. Thank you.
Sounds right.
It is.
All right. Who's the ACC school? Who's the ACC school? Won in 1959 in football. Won the basketball championship in 2000.
North Carolina State.
Villanova.
No.
Oh, they barely.
There's a team in the SEC y'all have not mentioned. They won the national championship in 1964.
Virginia.
They won the basketball championship in 19.
That's Arkansas.
Arkansas Razorback. Y'all are getting close, guys. You're down to 3.
ACC won the national championship in basketball in what year?
Basketball, I think it was 2003 or 2007. Football, they won in 1959. ACC.
I can't believe
Arnold's first football player scholarship was
it Georgia Tech?
No.
North Carolina.
Alex Dunn signed with them
Syracuse.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, I should have got that.
Now, there's another school that is out west. They won football in 1937. They won in basketball in 1959.
Well, come on, Glenn.
They played Auburn in home and home. They're on the West Coast.
San Diego State?
West Coast.
Oh, not New Mexico State. All right.
Oregon.
Arizona
Come on,
State.
Doc.
Arizona.
Nope. Doc, come on, help me, Doc. They have a famous play. They used to show this famous play with a band
Cal.
on it. Cal, yes. Cal won the football championship in 1937, baseball in 1959. There's one other school left. In the old old Pac-12, they used to play Cal every year. They were involved in
Stanford.
Yes.
Yeah.
They won football in 1940. They won basketball in 1942.
I was going to say.
My questions are incredible. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate I know y'all love what I come up with. Doc,
Thank you,
was that not
ridiculous
great?
polls online. .com.
Wasn't that not? That was,
I like the nature thing better than this.
All right. Hey, Doc, real quick, we got to go. Thank you so much for calling in. Again, tell everybody where you're located and what's the best way to get up with you.
Give us a call at 233-3376. You can see us at one of our 8 area convenient locations in Panama City Beach, Port St. Joe, Water Sound, Santa Rosa Beach, Defuniak Springs, Bonifay, or Mariana. 5 minutes is all it takes to go look at head to toe and make sure your skin is cancer-free.
Doc, we'll talk to you next week, buddy. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, let me tell you this, man. You want your yard like a golf course? Yeah, we all do. We want our yard like Glenn Manley's yard. It's beautiful. It's unbelievable. You know why? You know what? Turf Pro Pest Control, that's why. You got bugs in the house, you won't anymore. You know why? Turf Pro Pest Control. You got bugs eating up your yard? Not anymore. You know why? Turf Pro Pest Control.
You got brown
You know why he's so
bites
good?
on your leg?
He's local. He's local. His daughter cheers at Mosey High School. Who are we talking about? Patrick Garner. Listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. You use him, you'll be glad you did. Also, newbies. Glenn, what's your favorite?
Mine is, it used to be the...
Whichever one he falls in.
Don't let the school bus
That's
run you
right, the
over.
blue, that's right. The blue one on Bayview. So.
I used to have to go pick up Ed Strickland. I had to go to the mothership to get it. I'm going to tell you, you got to be
Is
careful.
that called the county lockup?
Yeah, the punch, the punch drink in the school bus. Oh, my God. You only have a few of those. You never had the school bus?
No, I couldn't. No,
You
that's
couldn't
a new
handle
one
it.
on me.
Yeah, I don't want you to take that. Get out to Newbies, 4 great locations. Newbie 2, watch all the sporting events. Head down to the mothership. You'll be glad you did. Tell Charlotte and John we love them. Wonderful people, always giving back to the community. We get back what you've been waiting on, the one and only, the Alabama update by Stevenson.
Roll Tide, excuse me.
We'll be right back. Thank you, Glenn.
Mornings on ESPN Northwest Florida just got unsportsmanlike.
I absolutely think Seattle has what it takes to go back-to-back. They are going to have turnover at the offensive coordinator position with Clint Kubiak, but we have seen the emergence of Mike McDonald, a defense that is so nasty. We believe in Sam Darnold in a different way. So many great pieces on the offensive and defensive side of the ball, and now they have that championship DNA.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle. Weekdays 5 to 7 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Wednesday. A mixture of mostly sunshine and slight fog this afternoon and evening with a wind around 10 miles per hour out of the west-southwest and the high of 69. Tonight, look for slight fog with a temperature near 57. Tomorrow, high around 68 and slight fog in the morning and then mostly sunshine. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Get ready, boys. Valentine's Day is incoming. Coin and bullion reserves fine jewelry will make the process easy. Earrings, necklaces, diamonds, and engagement rings. Plus, free 1 dozen stunning red roses with purchase of $500 of jewelry or more. For decades, you've trusted Coin and Bullion Reserves Fine Jewelry, the largest rare coin and bullion dealer in the Southeast. Finest jeweler in town, still at 2621 East 15th Street. Coin and Bullion Reserves Fine Jewelry, your diamond headquarters.
WGSX Lynn WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Are you ready for another historic season at the bank? It's time to lock in your seats for 2026 by placing your deposit now. Next season will be played at Everbank Stadium, but seating capacity is limited due to in-bowl renovations, and spots are going fast. Don't miss out on your chance to see the season's biggest matchups and highlight real moments by placing your deposit at Jaguars.com/tickets or by calling 904-633-2000. Go Jags!
When he played football, helmets had not been invented yet. Players played both sides, and quarterbacks weren't afraid of needles. It's the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Alabama Update is brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. Anytime, anywhere, they're there for you. Stevenson Air Conditioning. It breaks down in the middle of the night. Call Stevenson Air Conditioning. It's not running properly. Call Stevenson Air Conditioning. Doesn't work at all. Call Stevenson Air Conditioning. One of the few things you can purchase will actually pay for itself. If your power bill is going to drop, you're going to be shocked how much money you save in your power bill. It's incredible. Ask Dr. Mitchell. Ask Jason Kowaleski. Ask Randy. Ask me. I'm telling you.
I'm shocked how much electricity
Have you heard from
costs.
Dr. Mitchell in a while?
Yeah, I saw him the other day.
Yeah, tell him I said
he's
hi.
doing good. He lost two of his top employees. He's having to hire two more people out there, but he's really tied up in a lot of things. He's really getting in this robotics stuff. I'll tell you some stuff off the air, what he's getting ready to do. It's pretty cool. I want him to sell that property we have on 38. He wants to keep waiting. He said another 10 years it'll be worth a lot more. I said, Doc, I'll be dead in 10. And then I figured out what he's doing. All right, here we go. Alabama, Auburn. And this was on February 10th, 2026 when this was written. And it's changed. I'm kind of worried about Auburn right now. They lost again last night at home. Craig Seegers, his family were there. They went up to Auburn for the ball game. And he's just not used to Auburn losing at home. They've lost 3 times this year at home. But here's what the NCAA playoffs, what they think is going to happen, the experts, where Alabama and Auburn both will be seated. And again, this was after last night's performance. Of course, you got another month to go so they can get back up there. ESPN has Alabama. If they had to make it today, they would be the 5th seed in the NCAA tournament. Auburn would be 8th. CBS said Bama at number 4, Auburn at number 8. Palm, I don't know what that is, Alabama 5, Auburn 9th. USA Today, Alabama 5th, Auburn 9th. And on 3s, Alabama 4th, Auburn 8th. You combined all of them up together, that might have been a few more. But if you compose all of it, it would be Alabama with 4.89 where they would be. Auburn would come in at 7.91. And again, we got a month to go. This will change. Now, how's it going to affect Alabama losing this player? They went a long period without him on the team, and now he's off the team. Remember when he first came on, Brian, they didn't win right away with him there. Right. I don't know if it caused some jealousy within the side of the program. I know if I'd been playing and I'm doing pretty good, and all of a sudden I bring a guy out in off the road to be on the team, it would upset me. That's just me.
I mean, there's so many factors because they played a pretty tough schedule for when he was there. I mean, they played A&M, they played Auburn at Auburn, they played Florida, they played Tennessee. So you were playing some good quality basketball teams. So it could just be a sense of, this thing it's not like he practiced with them all year and then all of a sudden he got to play. So it could just be gelling on the court. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's going to matter one way or the other. Honestly, I don't think it helped them that much. I don't think it hurt them that much. It might have given them a little bit of a spell because they're not terribly deep this year to where some of those guys might be a touch fresher than they would have been otherwise. But outside of that, the only thing I think that happened in the whole deal is I think that the University of Alabama's basketball program got a little bit of a black eye nationally because I think it was a bad look.
Yeah. Glenn?
I do. I don't know how you can do it, but even with the court injunction, that prevents them from losing. But I just
can't believe this. The SEC commissioner was against it, and they went ahead and did it anyway.
Well, I know, but see, I just don't understand why that's. if he didn't help you the first time, why are you bringing him back? Or maybe he did help, but you know what? When they told him he wasn't ready for the pros, but he went anyway, that should have been, once you signed that contract, that should have been the end of it.
Should have, could have, and would. Yeah, you're right. I agree with that. All right. They always come up where Alabama's 2020 team ranks. Some of it says maybe one of the best teams ever, and definitely in the top 3. Some say the top 5. Some say the top 10. But I thought it was really a great football team. Look at the number of players that went to play in the NFL. It was incredible. The receivers they had on that team at one time, the quarterbacks, the running backs, that was a special group of players. But here we go. 2020 Alabama Crimson Tide National Championship football team. What did that team do? They went undefeated. They played 11 SEC schools. They win margin. Every game, they won by 29.1 points per game win margin. That's pretty good. That's all against SEC teams regular season. One shutout. They had 9 wins against teams ranked with a 500-plus record. They had 5 wins over final 14 ranked teams in the country. They had 4 wins over the top 10 teams in the country. They had 3 wins over top 5 teams in the country. They destroyed Notre Dame in the first round of the playoffs. They embarrassed Ohio State in the national championship game, scored 52 points on them. This was truly a great football team on both sides of the ball. Offense, they were explosive. Defense, they were incredible. The number of draft picks off that team that played on that team was unreal. This truly was one of the great teams in the history of college football. I'm not saying it was the greatest, but it was up there. There's a lot of talk. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, and I hope it does. I like him. I think he could help Bama in a lot of different ways. But there's a lot of talk about the board bringing in Arkansas's former head coach, Sam Pittman. Sam Pittman coached offensive line at Georgia.
I love it.
Really good offensive line coach. I don't know if he'd be an analyst. They don't say what role.
Anybody that can help that offensive line that's as good as Sam Pittman, or I would even be thrilled if a Matt Luke, who was an offensive line coach at Georgia, but before that was the head coach at Ole Miss. I'd love it if he came in.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you. I like Sam Pittman a lot. I think he can help you in so many different ways. If he's an analyst, if whatever role he's in, I think would be good, and it'd be good help for Alabama. He knows the SEC like nobody else. He's been in it for so long. I think it'd be a home run hit. I kind of thought he was one of the guys mentioned to bring in as the offensive line coach. They went with someone younger. The guy played for the Patriots. Where did he come from? USC?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember where he came from.
Who's that?
Alabama's new offensive line. I can't remember what. I thought he was at USC.
They got bigger problems in the line coming. You may bring this up later, but at the end of the Alabama thing, I'll bring up something.
Okay, I wanted to ask you guys' opinion on this. This was the 1990 SEC conference. This was the good old days. You had Alabama, Auburn, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, LSU, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Vandy. Then we added 2 schools that fit with the SEC. You brought in Arkansas, you brought in South Carolina. And now we got Oklahoma, we got Texas. If you could wave a magical wand, what would be the teams in the SEC? Would you like it is now with Oklahoma, Texas, South Carolina, and Arkansas, or would you like it the old days?
If those are the only 2 options.
3, you got 3.
Well, I mean, I like where we are now versus where we were in 1990, let's say 3. So I do like the addition of A&M. Missouri, I'm fine either way. And Oklahoma and Texas obviously bring a big national footprint. I mean, the 2 schools I would really love to add, not for TV money or just for the fit, Florida State and Clemson. I would always have liked to add those. Georgia Tech makes sense. North Carolina makes sense. I mean, you could make a million different arguments. Hell, Louisville makes sense. But I've always wanted to add FSU and Clemson, for me.
Glenn, here you go. Let me give you your options. I probably screwed this thing up. You can pick the 1990s when you had the 8 or 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 teams, or you can go option 2 when you had South Carolina, Arkansas. Option 3, we brought in Missouri, Texas A&M, and then now, like it is now, got 16 teams. How, if you could do it, which way would you like to see it happen?
I like Arkansas and South Carolina being in there, but if I had a choice, I would go back to the Southwestern Conference other than those 2. But Because when you go to the Big 12, it kind of waters it down when you go around the corner down there and you got Arizona and all that good stuff. When you start going that way, but just the old ones. But I'm like Brian. I would like to see Clemson and Florida State be in there because then it really makes it big for Florida. For having Florida State in there, and then of course South Carolina's got Clemson, so you got two SEC schools in there. We'll pull in a lot of things, fan base, recruiting, everything. So
the way it is now, the amount of money they bring in with Texas and Oklahoma is the money way. But I didn't mind it at all when you had the old time back 90 SEC, and we went to the Sugar Bowl every year, and that was a big deal. And everybody, you had the Southwest Conference, you had the Big 12, whatever conference they were, and everybody kind of played regional. That was okay. And then we all argued at the end of the year who the true national champ was. There's plenty to argue about.
Like that stopped.
Yeah.
added more grief.
Yeah. It's really not the best team wins the national championship the whole year. It's the best team at the end of the year. Who's healthy, who's hot. What are you saying, Wildcat? What was that? No, I couldn't read that.
We're turning college football into college we're turning college football into college basketball.
We have done that. When we get back, we're going to talk a little bit about FSU, a little bit about Auburn, and everything else. Mark McLeod's at 8:30. He's got something he wants to talk about. Looking forward to that. Yep. But right now, let's talk about some of the great people. Today is a special day. It's World Famous Wednesday. World famous J. Michael Spaghetti. Only on Wednesday. Lunch and dinner will be packed out with that world famous J. Michael Spaghetti.
Go ahead and call it Biscotti.
It's unbelievable. It's truly incredible.
It's raincoat day there too because I have to get washed down.
Yeah, you can't eat. Also, if you're over in Lynn Haven, go see Pat Perno. The city commissioner over there is incredible. But go down to Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. You're going to have some great food, great atmosphere, great parking, and they got 10 wings inside for $9.99. Also, we're already over in Lynn Haven. Let's go see Russ and Amber. What's coming up? What holiday?
It's Get Out of the Doghouse Day. And you can go to David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77. Get your jewelry cleaned, get it inspected. And listen, if you're a little short on cash, here's a good idea. Take some old gold and silver, take it down there, trade it in on a brand new piece of jewelry. They'll do everything you need. They'll work with you on prices. We're talking about David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77, Lynn Haven.
Or you could leave your jewelry, let it grow in more value, and get off your butt and get another job. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Your home for college basketball. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Tonight, the number 14 Florida Gators travel to face the Georgia Bulldogs. Florida currently sits atop of the conference and looks to extend a 3-game winning streak.
And it goes in at the buzzer.
We'll have live play-by-play from the Stegman Coliseum in Athens starting at 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Wednesday. A mixture of mostly sunshine and slight fog this afternoon and evening with a wind around 10 miles per hour out of the west-southwest and a high of 69. Tonight, look for slight fog with a temperature near 57. Tomorrow, high around 68 and slight fog in the morning and then mostly sunshine. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia and supplies, new and vintage cards, and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory, or visit online, instantReplaySportsCards.com.
You've been low-key thinking about dropping a podcast. Well, now is the time to start, brah. Sports, politics, finance, science, health, real estate, music, interviews, surfing, conspiracy theories, or alien abductions. Ready to main character your own content? We can make it happen with Turnkey Podcast Productions from 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida. Our local, modern, state-of-the-art multimedia recording studio is now available for booking, starting at just $100 an episode. Take your fandom to the next level. For more information, text the keyword studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio 215-6290 or jam over to ESPNPC.com. Bruh.
This is where heroes are created, legends are born, and dynasties forged. The Sports Talk Monster, ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
Martha, Kenny, James, Jimmy. Hey. I bet they took that long drive up to Auburn and got beat. Watched Auburn lose. Let's talk about it right now. Bevo, Brace, Lynn Haven. Get to have a great time. And also don't forget about Newbies. 4 great, wonderful locations. Let's take this photo. Tony, what's going on, big man?
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
We couldn't be better. What's going on with you?
Well, let's see. Clemson's getting a lot of people off ESPN backing them, and some NFL coaches are starting to back Dabo Swinney, but I got to tell you, I think we're in real trouble. There's a lot of outlets having Clemson finishing 5-7 or 4-8 and only winning 2 ACC games.
I don't know
about that.
I was going to say, I did see a preseason top 25 where I didn't see Clemson in it, so that was a little surprising, yeah.
First year in 10 years, they haven't been ranked to start the season. I think they're ranked like 45th or something.
Which might be good for them. I think they were ranked 4th last year, and it didn't end up very well.
Yeah, and remember last year, Dabo said this team could go 16-0, and LSU coach said some things, and both of them did not have the kind of years everybody expected. So,
but one is gone and one is still there.
Yeah. I got all.
Yeah, barely.
That game is Saturday, not Wednesday.
Who are you going to be? Here's the thing, though. When you get rid of somebody like him, who are you bringing in?
Yeah, I can tell you right now, I looked at Clemson's thing, and they had number 1 on their list. They want Notre Dame's head coach if Sweeney doesn't turn it around.
They won't get him.
Yeah. Oh, I know. They're dreaming, but I mean, who else are you going to get to replace him?
That's true. But that's what I'm saying. When you start getting people, you got to figure out.
Go get the guy in Indiana.
After Monken realizes what a nightmare Cleveland's going to be, maybe he runs out of there and he goes to Clemson.
And that's after the second game.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's after preseason.
Who got the job to the Browns?
Monken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right then. You're right. No, I think they'll be better than that.
Yeah, we'll see.
It all depends on their quarterback situation. A lot of people are mad at Sweeney. He didn't go after a quarterback, that he's going with the kids that he has. And, I mean, their quarterback, he's been there for 3 years, and he's rewarding him by, sticking the program out. But, I mean, that's fine and well. I like, having loyalty. But we're talking about when it comes to, college football, there's really no loyalty left.
Yeah.
No, true.
It's all about winning games.
The thing about it is, though, and I may be proven to be wrong on this, certainly wouldn't be the first time, but I think we made so much out of the quarterbacks in this portal class up because they were the guys who were out there. None of them really knocked my socks off. Levitt's okay. I'm not a big Sorsby guy. The Mensa kid's all right. But none of them, to me, are like lockdown guys that if you put them in your program, they're going to be great. I think we put way too much stock in these portal quarterbacks because, they were in the portal. I don't know that any of them are that good.
Yeah. I do like the guy from South Florida going to Auburn. I like him out of all of them.
Yeah, I think he was the best quarterback in the portal.
I did too. I think Auburn did well there. I don't know. I would hate to see college football without Dabo Swinney. I'd hate to see him not at Clemson. I hope he has a good year and they get it rolling again. He's good for the game. He's a good character person. He's a wonderful person. So I'd hate to see him out of college football.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big Dabo fan, so I hope he can turn it around and get all the everybody off his back.
Well, who's going to win the FSU? Who's going to win the FSU Clemson game? That's what I want to know.
I think it's going to end up 3-0 somebody.
They do the coin flip at the end of the game.
I would honestly, I'd put it on Clemson. FSU. I got to see it to believe it from now on.
Yep.
They got Dabo Swinney as some of the outlets have him number one on the hot seat. I think Florida State's coach has got to be up there with him.
He was on the list. He was on the list too. I got that list. Yeah, he was on the list also. I think he was ranked higher than Dabo. They had the list. And they also had the payouts. It was pretty interesting. I think Dabo's okay money-wise. The one guy that's untouchable is Kirby Smart. They're not going to pay him $130 million.
Oh, no. I think Dabo's payout's down to like $50 million now.
Yeah,
something like that.
Down to 50.
I want to say it's $54 million after this year. I'm going to go back and look at my notes on that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Tony, you got anything else for us?
No, that's it. Hey, where are you guys going to be Friday?
Friday, I don't know. What, lunch or what?
Yeah.
Jay Michaels, probably.
Well, I don't know. If Tony's buying, let's pick something more expensive.
Yeah,
that should have been the first question.
Yeah, that's true. Are you paying?
Yeah, we're going
to be anywhere.
We'll be at Ruth Chris.
I'm glad you thought about that.
All right, guys. Well, let me know. I'll swing by. I'll swing by and see you guys.
Come on by. We'll probably be at Jay Michaels.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
All right, buddy. See you later. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Ben, what do you got for us on FSU today? Brought to you by Newbies, by the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me tell you, if you're a golfer, you know this news has already been out there. So Charlie Woods, Tiger's son, is committed to FSU, but does that mean anything anymore? I'm not sure, but so we'll see. But last night, the Florida State Seminoles softball team beat Liberty 8-0 in 6 innings. They're now 6-0, and they were number 7. They will move down a little bit. They are one of the 2 teams in the United States that did not take a transfer portal softball player. And like I said before, they have 8 freshmen on the squad. 5 of them are Gatorade Players of the Year in their state, and they have 3 starting on the offense right now. Now, Harp will come back to center field, so I don't know if Sturgis will move up. But they will go this weekend down to Clearwater to play in the Shriners tournament, and they will play on Thursday. They will play number 1 Texas Tech at 12 o'clock noon. So it's like a showdown at noon with the Texas Tech, Red Raiders. And then on Friday, they will play FAU at 6 p.m. And on Saturday, number 10, UCLA, they will play them at 3 o'clock, I believe. And then on Sunday, they don't get any relief. They play number 4, Tennessee. And so the way it goes right now is Texas Tech 1, Texas 2, Texas A&M 3, and number 4, Tennessee, number 5, Florida, number 6, FSU. So that's the way it goes in the top 5.
Did you just say 3 Texas schools were the top 3?
I did.
Wow.
So anyway, and then in baseball, they start the weekend. Number 16, Florida State will play at home against James Madison Thursday through Sunday, doubleheader on Saturday. They also will play, of course, Florida early. They'll have 3 games, home and home, and 1 in Jacksonville, I believe. And Florida is number 13 ranked, so we go in there. And lacrosse, they're now 2-0. They won yesterday 16-4 over Kennesaw State. They take a road trip on Friday. They are at California. And on Sunday, they're at UC Davis. And so congratulations to them for being their inaugural year. They're doing really well. And then basketball last night, FSU leading, and everybody seems to do this. Virginia comes back the second half and beats FSU 61-58. And so we will head up to Virginia Tech Saturday rather, play at 1 o'clock. We are now 11-13, and Virginia's 21-3. So not doing well there. We had a 3-game winning streak, and Virginia now has a 5-game winning streak. So hopefully we can get back on the pace.
Glenn, Tony was talking about, it was on Saturdays Down South. They listed the top 5 coaches on the hottest seat. Number 5 was Bill O'Brien, Boston College. Bill Belichick at number 4 in North Carolina. And Dabo Swinney at number 3. His buyout now is $57 million. You're talking about guys who won 2 national championships and also will be a Hall of Famer. Number 2 was Beamer at South Carolina. And number 1, the number 1 hot seat, Mike Norvell. His buyout is $51 million. 2024, 2-10. Last year, 5-7. Lost Gus Malzahn's offensive coordinator. We all remember when Bama called. They went nuts, gave him a big extension.
I think the agent did that. Jimmy Sexton probably put that out.
I think you're right.
But
100% right.
You know, at least FSU's number 1 in something.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the number 1.
I don't know if you want that or not. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We got Mark McLeod coming up here next live on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Auburn, real quick, lost to Vandy last night, 84-76 at home. They've lost 3 home games this year. They're 14-10 overall. They're 5-6 in the SEC. They're going the wrong direction. And it doesn't get any easier. Saturday, they play, I believe, at Arkansas. So, Auburn, let's get it together. But right now, let's talk about Beef Over Braised Lynnhaven. You want a great meal today, get out to Beef Over Braised in Lynnhaven. Pat Purvis City Mission over there is incredible. Don't forget about Jason Kovaleski, Max Fit Sports Nutrition, Pier Park and 23rd Street. Also, Dr. Ward, 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. And one of our new favorite places, we all know about Pepper's Mexican Grill on Panama City, right on 77 across from the mall. Go in there and tell them Coach sent you. But now, get out to the new one.
Can you say that in English?
Panama City Beach Parkway, Pepper's Mexican Grill. They got a happy hour like no other. They remodeled the inside. It's incredible. And every Monday, military, 10% discount, lunch and dinner, house margaritas, incredible draft beer. Pepper's Mexican Grill on Panama City Beach Parkway. We'll be right back. Give me a look. 104.5, 104.4, what's our number? 104.3, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State, Florida State. Yoo-hoo!
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one that's ever come through my door.
Plus, we'll be taking your calls and questions at 850-215-6290. The PCB Hobby Takeover.
A platform for you to do your hobby.
Mondays at 5:20 on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good luck surviving the offseason, football fans.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Football's over, it's like a part of me just died inside. 200 days till football's back, but tonight I won't just cry, cause I've got a ways to play. And that's the place with Hard Rock Bet, I will survive.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Looking for the most romantic night out in Panama City? Ferrucci Ristorante is your destination for authentic Italian cuisine and unforgettable moments. The candlelight, the wine, the homemade pasta. It's like a little slice of Italy. From handcrafted sauces to centuries-old recipes, Ferrucci brings true Italian flavor to every plate. It's where love stories begin and anniversaries are celebrated. To reserve your table, call 850-913-9131. Ferrucci Ristorante, Panama City's most romantic escape.
You've been low-key thinking about dropping a podcast. Well, now is the time to start, brah. Sports, politics, finance, science, health, real estate, music, interviews, surfing, conspiracy theories, or alien abductions. Ready to main character your own content? We can make it happen with Turnkey Podcast Productions from 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida. Our local, modern, state-of-the-art multimedia recording studio is now available for booking, starting at just $100 an episode. Take your fandom to the next level. For more information, text the keyword studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio 215-6290 or jam over to ESPNPC.com. Bruh.
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all. Winning. The Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And you got 90,000 people all chomping at the same time.
It's the Florida Gator Update with guest Mark McLeod. Insider information you can't get anywhere else. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Go Gators! And you can't go any better than Mark McLeod. Let's bring him on right now. Mark, how you doing this morning, sir?
Hey, doing well, guys. Good to be on with you.
Yes, great to have you. Hey, you want to talk about something local here? Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been messaging back and forth with Enrique Davis, and it was Henry Davis's birthday, or would have been Henry Davis's birthday. I believe it was yesterday or the day before.
All great men are 10, February the 10th, yeah. Go ahead.
It was it, yeah. There you go. But, yeah, of course, Coach certainly knows a lot about him, Coach Manley and everybody. But, you know, it was interesting to me that he was telling me that on Henry Davis Day, you got so many people that bring chairs and tents, canopies, and they gather at Henry Davis Memorial Park, which I think is down the street from Bay High School.
Right.
And they share stories and they just fellowship with each other and have a good time with guys who grew up in the neighborhoods together. So I just think that's fabulous. You know, a couple quick stories that he shared with me, and then, well, you know, 20 seconds for one of my own. But you know, he said that when he was born, his mom recalled he picked Enrique up, and he was a baby, newborn baby, and said, "Here, I got my All-American. I've got my All-American." And sure enough, years later, he was on some of those high school All-American lists when he was a running back at Mosley High School. I'm still mad at him for not going to Florida, and I told him that. Again, I told him that many times. I said, "You know how much fun it would have been for me to cover you on a daily basis at Florida, but yeah, that would have been great." He also shared the story of a freshman. You know, back then, and people may not know this, some of the younger listeners may not know this, but back in the day, you had a freshman locker room and a varsity locker room in the 70s. And he said one of the freshmen ventured into the varsity locker room, and no one said anything to him, and Henry was in the varsity locker room. And he said, finally, one guy turned and said, "What are you doing in here?" And so the guy was a little nervous, and Henry walked over to him, introduced himself, and you know, made him feel good. And that's just the kind of guy that Henry is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, guys, I talked to Jack Hairston, the legendary writer for the Gainesville Sun, columnist for many, many years, and he had great Henry Davis stories. And, you know, I mean, Enrique and I were even talking about the one where it was 75 when 12th ranked Florida played Miami, who was not having a good year. They were 2-8, and he faked that he was going to make the fair catch, caught the punt, and took it 63 yards with 3:52 remaining for the game-winning touchdown for the Gators. And the Hawk fooled every player on the Hurricanes punt team, and the Gators ended up winning 15-11 and ended up 9-3 that year. They had a date in the Gator Bowl with Maryland when they lost 13-0. But just some great memories of Henry Davis. I thought very kind of you, Coach, for letting me start off talking about a local legend.
Yeah, he's also, you know, he's in our Sports Hall of Fame, of course. So,
and I love what Enrique did. He showed his true pride for Mosley High School. I love it. Lynn doesn't like that story, but I love it. I'll tell you later, Mark. I'll tell you later. The story is awesome, man.
Well, let's just say during the induction when he was there with his mom, he had on an M on one of his clothing. So
he had a lot of pride where he went to
did.
school.
Yeah, it was fun. You know, it was one of those things. You have to be Mosley Bay to understand all that. So.
Mark, I want to ask you, I got to leave here in a minute. I got to go pick Julie up and go to the doctor, but I want to ask you this. Next year, first-year head coaches, you got Lane Kiffin at LSU. They think that he will have probably the best first year. Matt Campbell, Penn State, James Franklin, Virginia Tech. I think he'll do well there. Pete Golding at Ole Miss, and Golish at Auburn, and Summerall at Florida. Arkansas is Somerville, I think it is. Whittingham is at Michigan. And, of course, we got a new coach in Kentucky football, who we really don't want to waste time talking about that. But, sorry.
Sorry. Your mic was cut.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a word of it. Your mic was cut.
There's a big game Saturday in basketball, though. What do you think? How do you think Florida's going to do his first year compared to some of these other first-year head coaches? You think he'll be competitive? You think? What do you think? Who's going to do good the first year as a head coach at their new schools?
I think Kiffin's in the best spot. There's no question about it. But Florida, there's so many unknowns. So many guys, 28 guys in the transfer portal, a couple additional walk-ons. So the number is 28, 30, depending on who you talk to. But you're probably going to have a new quarterback. Well, you are going to have a new quarterback. Will be it Aaron Philo or whoever it may be. And a total rebuild on the offensive line, a total rebuild in the tight end room. The wide receiver room is going to be very different with the reserves. We know who the starters are probably going to be. And then, of course, they had to go get 3 big defensive tackles to bring him in there to help out. Some help on the back end. And then the special teams guys are all new. Long snappers signed, punter signed, place kicker signed. So, yeah, I just really can't answer that question right now, Coach. About March 3rd, they're going to get going for spring practice, and we'll find out a whole lot more. They're going to give them a week off for spring break, but they will get 6 weeks in.
What about, I didn't know this. I read somewhere, tell me this is true. I read somewhere that coaches changing up the practice, that Billy, they had the players run around the field with dummies over their head, holding dummies up over the head before they start. Did you know about that?
No.
Yeah, I read that, and the strength coach said something, kind of cut it down, said that they won't be doing anything like that anymore, and they're going to focus on positive work ethic, something like that. I'll try to get that article and send to you, because I didn't know that. I was like, why would they make kids run around the field and holding a dummy up before practice started? But it didn't look like one of those fake articles. It looked like the real deal. So I don't know. But I figured you would know about it, so maybe it is fake.
Well, there were some things and that they did that were a little different, because and I remember one time Napier making a comment about the pit, the Urban Meyer had, and players were active. They were doing different things. We were there watching practice. We saw it. We could see the pit from across the field. And you could see a little bit about what was going on. Not much, but a little. And there were some comments. He said, we're making guys do some different things. So I don't remember exactly what they did, though. Yeah.
I like the way Urban ran things there. They worked their tail off for him, especially in the off season. The new coach, what about far as you guys getting to practice, to watch practice? Is he like most of them, you're going to have a certain period of time you can go watch it, or are they going to let it be more opened up for the media?
No, from what I'm hearing, and there hasn't been really a meeting on that yet, they'll have the first meeting with him probably the day before, or a couple of days before spring practice kicks off. But from what I'm understanding, it's going to be what it's been the past few years, that there won't be much of an opportunity to see it.
Yeah. I don't know how he did it, Tulane or not. What are you hearing about the winter workouts? Has it been tough on them? Have you heard anything one way or the other about winter workouts?
That's a very interesting question. I was on another talk show Monday, and I told them the same thing I'll tell you. That's been the interesting part. Billy Napier had a bit of a marketing thing in him. If you look at social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, he really pumped up how those guys were doing in the weight room. And they really did with Tyler Miles, the strength coach, how much speed, how much faster they are now compared to what they were timed, 6 months ago, a year ago. They also did the strength stuff, and they would post little videos of themselves and they would put it all out there. Summerall's not that guy. Summerall, I think, is a straight-up football coach, and I kind of appreciate that, to be honest with you. But I would, as a media guy, like to see a little bit more. But everything I'm hearing is good. But, you know, that's true of every program that's got a new coach and a new strength coach and everything. So, and as far as the SEC, and you're talking about all the new stuff, new coaches, new offensive line, because I think, you know, to me, offensive line and poor coaching, that was the problem with SEC offenses last year. And I can prove that statistically. But you know, the run games were just abysmal with some of the top programs that typically in the country.
I want your opinion for what, because I got to leave in just a second. We got about a minute. Alabama, the word on the street is they're going to drop the Ohio State game, and they'll catch probably heat for that. But what's your take on going to 9 SEC games, and you're seeing some of these games being canceled? South Carolina, NC State game has been canceled, home and home. You hear anything about Florida future schedule? They might cancel anything. What's your thought on that?
Well, they already have. Yeah, they already have. You know, back during the season, they canceled a few home and home contests. I hate it. I hate it for the fans. I think the fans in September, you know, maybe early August, but would like to go and see the Horseshoe. They would love to go back out to California and see Southern Cal, Florida, or Arizona State in Florida. And the same with all these other schools. Florida Notre Dame had a series. How many fans have never been to Notre Dame? Yeah. They've never been to South Bend. I think it's a travesty. I think, you know, but I understand it because the College Football Playoff Committee, we go back to the NCAA again, and I sent you a text about that the other day, what some other national writers were saying.
Yeah, I saw
I'm telling you, you go back to it, and this is all screwed up by the NCAA and the College Football Committee, Playoff Committee, not using strength of schedule, as they said. Yep. And they're doing different things. So.
Yeah, and you look what happened to Texas. They lose that week 1 to Ohio State. That kicked them out of it. They could have played Southern Mississippi. They'd have been in the playoffs. All right, Mark, we're going to take a break. We'll come back and finish up with Mark McLeod. Don't forget about today, world-famous J. Michael Spaghetti. You have over in Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven, they got their special 10 wings inside today. Wednesday's a special day everywhere, so go to one of those 2 places. Don't forget about Maxwell Sports Nutrition, Stevenson Air Conditioning, Steve's Bike Shop, Vandy Roofing, incredible. Turpo Pest Control is #1, not even close. Listen to Patrick every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. And we'll be right back with the great Mark McLeod.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
The SEC and Big Ten make so much more money than everybody else.
They do. It's unbelievable.
Over $1 billion. And I think the Big Ten was more. They hadn't came out with theirs yet. This just
I don't know. We're going to have a real big bake sale. Okay? We need $437 million. Can you help us out? Buy a cookie?
Weekday morning, 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Wednesday. A mixture of mostly sunshine and slight fog this afternoon and evening with a wind around 10 miles per hour out of the west-southwest and the high of 69. Tonight, look for slight fog with a temperature near 57. Tomorrow, high around 68 and slight fog in the morning and then mostly sunshine. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
Your biggest investment is your home. Protect it while also improving its appearance with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. We have sand, mulch, gravel, or lay-down decorative stone, all available for pickup and delivery. Discover your dream landscape with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Imagine the moment you proudly pull up to your home that you've worked so hard for, enhanced by quality mulch, decorative stones, and more. Let's make it happen today. Request a quote online at earthworkspc.com or swing by the office at 2005 Industrial Drive. Love the land you live on.
The #1 SEC call-in show is now twice as big. It's double the Paul Feinbaum Show. Weeknights starting at 6.
Okay, but also go faster.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And we are back 104.3 ESPN, Panama City, Florida, Northwest Florida. And we're here with Mark McLeod. Mark, we want to lead right into some things on basketball. But first, during that era of Josh Henderson, Henry Davis, Josh Henderson at Bay High School played for Alabama in 1982 and lettered there. So, those are some guys that if you go back, that played in some big SEC schools. So, a lot of history here. People don't understand. We had a guy named James Bigsby that played fullback, has played at Miami. So, But let's talk a little bit about basketball coming up. And since James is gone, we can talk basketball.
Yeah, there we go. So Mark, Gators making the trip up to Athens this weekend. Both of them 17-6. Florida much better in the conference. Let me start by asking you this. Has enough time passed that the Mike White thing is not a big deal anymore? Is it a big deal maybe for White versus Florida? Do you get a sense that there's any lingering effects to that, or has that all moved on now?
Oh, there could never be enough time. I mean, I tried to say that in the true voice of the Gator fan.
Yeah.
No, they will. To your point, Brian, they will not let it lie. They will not.
Yeah.
I've seen several social media posts already. They start talking about the big win over Texas A&M and how well Florida looked in College Station and blah, blah. And then they morph right into Georgia and Mike White. And they cannot mention Georgia without mentioning Mike White. It's absolutely impossible.
That's even during football season.
That's true. That's true.
Is this one of those cases, and I know we've talked about some of the basketball through the year, but obviously the front court was pretty well understood and established coming out of the championship season. The back court, it was going to take a little while to develop because it was pretty new. Is this one of those cases where it was almost a blessing in disguise for a team coming off of winning a championship, that they had a lot to work on early in the season? They played that good schedule. They could they've ridden under the radar more than most defending champions, I guess I've seen in years. Has that kind of played to Florida's benefit and they've been able to develop over this season?
I think it has, because while there's been criticism of the backcourt, it's not been what we would probably hear if this were Kentucky or Duke. It really isn't. And, guys, Florida's dead last in the SEC in three-point shooting. I think it's 28.8%. Just terrible. And that's going to be a big factor in them in postseason play. It really is. They just don't have the guys to knock it down, and they've improved a little bit here and there, but it's very inconsistent. I think what Florida's been able to do. That Auburn game shook them up. That really shook them up. And since that Auburn game, and this is what they said right after the Auburn game, we're not coming out the way we did in that game. We got punched in the mouth, and now we're going to be the ones throwing punches early in the game, and they did. You look at the Texas A&M game; they came out fast and early, jumped out to a double-digit lead. Then you look at that second half; they came out of the locker room and they went on, I believe it was a 22-5 run, and that game was over. It was over. So but the three-point shooting is just going to be a nemesis for the Gators, and you hope they don't run up against a team that can pack the front court the way Auburn did and the way some other schools have tried to do unsuccessfully. But when you get up, as we all know, you get in postseason play, you're going to see some teams with some really good front court players, and that's probably the biggest fear right now. Free throws, they've improved a little bit here and there. That the one area where they really have improved, two areas. Defense has been phenomenal, especially in the front court. My goodness, the defense, Chinulu going out and guarding people, saying, hey, if you're going to take a shot, it's going to be from beyond the arc. I'm coming out on you. They're just they're just fabulous. And even the backcourt's gotten better defensively. But, that's one area. And then turnovers. They've done a really nice job in turnovers. That was a big part of the Texas A&M game, guys. Texas A&M had 3 points off Florida turnovers in that game. 3 points. And that can go a long way to help you.
It can. It can, too. I want to skip a little bit. Can you talk about the baseball, the 2 guys from Panama City, Moss and Byers coming down? Do you hear anything with them?
I haven't heard a whole lot individually with them, but everything I'm hearing thus far, and of course Florida's in action on the 13th here, UAB, but they're feeling pretty good about themselves. They really are. They're feeling better about themselves. This was a team that I think most national writers, you go back a few months ago, and the kind of the stuff on social media was Florida's probably going to be somewhere between 15 and 20. But actually, when you look at it, they're kind of like, well, I think Florida's probably going to be somewhere between 12 and 15. And that kind of seems to be where they're settling in. But I think there's a lot of optimism. And those Panama City guys, they've got to find some pitching. They've got to find some more pitching. They're fine with the top 2 guys.
That's right.
But they've got to get some arms.
Yeah, and Moss can hit too. So he may have a little better chance right now to get in the lineup somehow. So we'll see.
Terrific. They can use that too. The lineup, I think overall, the lineup I think is going to be pretty good. It's not the best Florida lineup I've ever seen in terms of offense hitting, but I think they'll be pretty good. And if they can improve their base running a little bit, that'll help too.
It was weird, Mark, because obviously we've talked through the years. I follow college baseball pretty much more than just about anything, and Florida for the last 5-6 years been really star power. I mean, Wyatt Langford, Kaggs, Brandon Sproat, and then you have guys develop. Waldrop develops guys like that. But you come into this year, and I mean, I follow it, so I've heard of a few of these guys, but really Liam Peterson's probably the only one who's got any level of national name. But there are a couple of sophomores on this team. Brendan Lawson, I know some people are really high on him, like a year from now kind of thing. Talk about, if Florida kind of makes another run at this, who are going to be those guys outside of King and Peterson throwing the ball? Who are going to be those guys that we're going to be talking about in May and June?
That's the big question. I think that is the big question. So much has been made going 2 years ago to the midweek game, and Florida was losing midweek games left and right 2 and 3 years ago. Last year they were fine, but this year's that's going to be a big issue. They got to find and settle in on who's going to be the Sunday starter. That's going to be a big part of it. And you're right. You look right now, Major League Baseball guys, they're coming out with who the top outfielders are, left fielder, right fielder, center. And you look Jacob Young at Florida. Nobody thought Jacob Young was going to be that guy at Florida. But he comes out of Ponte Vedra High School. I knew him a little bit. I had him on my show, and he was fantastic. A great interview. And you sit there and you listen to the guy and just listen to him talk. And then we went back and forth over a few weeks, and I'm like, this kid's got it. This kid, you can tell. And then, of course, you mentioned some of those guys, Langford, and some of these other kids that have just so they developed really well at Florida. But now here's the thing, guys. It's a new day at Florida. You don't have the same assistant coaches. So that's why I'm kind of vague with all this, Brian, because I don't really know. I really don't know.
Well, Coach, I'm calling you Coach. I can't help it. Listen, talk about softball now. Listen to this, the first 6 teams by Division I. They're saying, get this, Texas A&M number 1. Texas Tech, Texas number 2, Tennessee number 3, Oklahoma number 4, Florida 5, and then Texas A&M, and then FSU. So, man, sounds like SEC is stacked in softball too. So.
Oh my God, yeah.
We're doing. Apparently, we need to go get some of that oil money too. Don't we?
You can buy if you can pay $1 million. If she doesn't even have to go to the league or anything, she can start her own team. So,
Florida got the top player. Florida got the top player in high school softball. So I'm thrilled. I want to see that happen.
Well, we got to go, Mark. Nice to talk to you again, and we'll see you next Wednesday, hopefully. So
okay, always fun to be on with you guys. Thanks.
All right.
Hey, Mark.
This is us sign off. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Be sure to listen to the Sports Blitz today at 4, and we're out of here.
ESPN Northwest Florida is taking it to the home. Your home for the most live college basketball in the Gulf Coast.